Bloomington, Minnesota. While sharing his scrapbook with Pats fans during episode 1 of his Facebook Watch infomercial, Tom Brady broke out the old bit about how Bill Belichick is always telling his players to avoid the noise. Super Bowl environment is all about hype and ridiculous bull expletive that will go on, said Brady, channeling his inner Belichick. It's a great week. It's mostly true, except that Belichick isn't above appropriating some of that hype if it'll help motivate his players. As we begin the always festive, fun-filled, week-long run-up to Sunday's Super Bowl 52 showdown between the Patriots and Philadelphia Eagles, Belichick is a man in search of bulletin board material. He is a man in search of chips to place on the shoulders of his players, not to mention the dreaded disrespect card to be displayed to everyone in the room. So far, the NFC chomps have avoided stupid Eagle tricks. No parade routes to be exploited, no loudmouth players whose words can be twisted into a New England rallying cry. The only real Philly villain so far is the Eagles fan who ran into the subway post. And he's really not a villain at all but a poor schlub who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I see him as every Philly sports fan in history squeezed into one pair of big boy jeans. And there's not much Belichick can do with that. Let's consider some of the bull expletive that took place the last time these teams faced each other in the big game, Super Bowl 39, Feb. 6, 2005, in Podunk, Jacksonville, Florida. Who could forget the parade route that was going to be put into play after the Eagles finished off the Patriots? It may have been bull expletive, but for Belichick it was solid gold bull expletive. I thought this was kind of interesting. Belichick began addressing his players at a team meeting that was recorded by NFL Films. At first I thought, I couldn't believe it, the coach continued, but it's actually true. I'm talking about the Philadelphia parade after the game. It's 11 o'clock, in case any of you want to attend that, And he said it with a deadpan delivery. Belichick proceeded to break down the parade route. It's going to go from Broad Street up to Washington Avenue, said the coach. Past City Hall, then down to Benjamin Franklin Parkway, and will end up at the Art Museum. Final score, Patriots 24, Eagles 21. The run-up to Super Bowl 39 also gave us a pre-game quote from Eagles receiver Freddie Mitchell that was so over the top that placing it on a bulletin board could not have done it justice. Belichick should have hired a plane to fly it over Jacksonville's Alltel Stadium. I got something for you, Harrison, when I meet you, too. Mitchell told ESPN, referring to Pat safety Rodney Harrison. Talk about solid gold. Here's an offensive player from one team literally calling out a defensive player on another team. On the worldwide leader no less. And how did Super Bowl 39 end? Why, it ended with boo-hoo Eagles quarterback Donovan McNabb, on 3rd and 9 from his own 5, being intercepted by Rodney Harrison. The pass was intended for tight end L.J. Smith, but Freddie Mitchell was close enough to make the tackle on Harrison. In other words, when Mitchell said, I got something for you, Harrison, what he was really saying was, I got a useless tackle on you, Harrison, after you rip out our hearts by intercepting a pass from Donovan McNabb with 9 seconds remaining in the game. Between the parade route caper and Freddie Mitchell's unfortunate comment about Rodney Harrison, this year's Eagles have their work cut out for them. Yeah, we have Eagles offensive lineman Lane Johnson saying, hey, Tom Brady. Pretty boy Tom Brady. He's the best quarterback of all time, so, nothing I'd like to do more than dethrone that guy. Sorry, but that's not bulletin board material and Lane Johnson is no villain. To begin with, Tom Brady is a pretty boy. For another, it's a statement of the obvious that the Eagles want to dethrone him. Look at it this way, it'll be a tough sell for Belichick to fire up his players by pointing out that a guy on the other team called his quarterback a pretty boy. But it's only Monday, and anything can happen. The hype and ridiculous bull expletive is just beginning.